Hi, today I wanted to take a few minutes to show you our virtual museum that our classroom put together for their work this year. Obviously this year is a completely different year with students on complete remote instruction, and you have cohorts of students who never see each other. Presenting their work to the rest of the class like we would in a normal year has become a real challenge. In a normal year, my students would put together some kind of project or presentation, and then they would present that to their peers in class. This year, just with all the constraints on what we can do in terms of physical interactions, that was really hard to do. So we brainstormed and thought about putting our work in a digital space, in a virtual space, so that whether you are on home instruction or if you were in a separate cohort, you could still see what your peers did and be able to comment and critique it, give them feedback, and enjoy what other people did for their hard work. So this is our Lord of the Flies museum. We read Lord of the Flies in class, the novel, and then the overall project idea was to demonstrate in a creative way either a major symbol or theme of the novel and how it applies. So you'll see that people did all sorts of kind of creative ideas as we walk around the museum. I'll show them to you briefly. The program itself, at the end, I'll tell you a little bit about what I learned about this program and some of the things that I would do differently. But let's kind of start with a tour. You see you have feet that allow you to walk around your museum. When you build the museum, you can build it any way you wish. You put the walls down, you put the doors in, you decide the decorations, you decide what the walls look like. And you can see here that with kind of a Lord of the Flies theme here, I decided to decorate it in an island theme. I've got, palm trees and pigs and things. So let's walk around the outside of the building first. I'll show you some of the projects. So there's quite a bit of video that these students did, and I think probably next time I will make separate museums for separate periods and then just give people the links to those certain museums. All that video becomes pretty labor intensive when it comes to the computer's memory, and I had some students saying that some of their Chromebooks just couldn't load all of this video. Here's a student who made a video about this is amazing, she animated this herself, about some of the symbols in the novel, the conch. She goes on and talks about Piggy's specs. So if you were to click on this, you could then watch that video with the sound, but there it kind of plays on the wall. I have another student down this way who created a board game of the novel. So she's got her main characters here. You can see, if I walk up a little bit closer, that they each have hit points, right? And then here's all the cards that you can play throughout the game. Pretty amazing work that she put into this. Here are the rules of the game, as well as all the pieces go inside this one box. So I think probably this program is designed more for static pictures, like I have here, as opposed to the videos running here. Again, if I was to do this again, I would definitely have less video, as you'll see that some machines just can't handle all of the memory that it takes. Okay, let's continue walking down. So I have a bunch of students who made Google slide presentations, PowerPoints, and without a real good way to present those PowerPoints, what we did was we screen recorded those PowerPoints and then put the screen recordings or the videos of them up on the wall. So that was one solution. The other solution perhaps would be to take static shots of each slide and arrange them on the wall in some way. Come around the back side of our museum, you'll see this girl put together a comic book. Now, please forgive all the background noise in my house today. So here's a comic book that she did of Lord of the Flies, and you can go and check out the different pages here. Pretty amazing work. as well as on this side, I had a student who built a Minecraft world, and there were a number of those, replicating the novel's setting and putting in important events of the novel, plot events, and obviously the setting in Lord of the Flies is important to the way the novel unfolds. And so they did, here's another one that I'll show you over here, where she narrates different events in the novel, and paired it with quotes in the novel as she built a Minecraft world. So here she's showing us, again, if you were to click on the video you could hear this, but she's showing us different quotes of the novel describing areas of the island. There was some original artwork here. So this girl made a soundtrack of the novel, which is behind us, and I'll show you in a moment. But this would be her album cover, and if you're familiar with Lord of the Flies, it's very much a good versus evil, that we all have the capacity for both, that human nature has inside of it this latent potential for both the choir boy and the cutthroat. So I thought that was pretty neat. And then here is her playlist, her Spotify playlist, listing the songs. Oh, no, I'm not going to bring that up. Listing the songs that she chose, and then her rationale behind why each of these songs applies to the novel. Keep walking this way. A number of, and you'll see that a number of students did very more or less basic Google Slides, and like I said, we screen recorded those presentations so that they could be seen in this environment. Here is a student who did a trailer for the book, a book trailer. So they use software to put together, let's see if it'll play. You can see he did a nice job. If you were to play it full screen, there would be, you know, the real emotional music in the background. It would be a good thing to watch before you read, just to kind of orient yourself with what you might expect in the novel. We'll keep going. I did put a fountain in the middle just for decoration, and I'll show you this fountain real quick. So when you create your museum, you can choose all sorts of 3D objects that you can put there. You can just search a massive database of free 3D objects, and I just found that one. I thought that was clever to put on our island. Another project here, I had a girl who actually physically built the shelters in the novel in her backyard. So she put this in, built this kind of in a field behind her house, and then submitted a whole write-up about what she learned through that process and what it would have been like for the boys in the novel as they tried to build that from scratch without any tools. Again, here we have some more PowerPoints, another playlist. You can walk around and kind of watch as they unfold. Come out here. I ran out of room inside my museum when I first built it, and so then I ended up putting these kind of slabs of walls outside. This doesn't seem to be loading at the moment, but it's another Minecraft world. Okay, let's go inside and see some of the things that are inside. So you can see I have my museum here. Again, if I were to do this again, I would have more static images and less video loading. As you can see, that one just wasn't loading because there's so much to load when all of these videos are going. Here is a girl who made like a Candyland board game out of the novel. Here's a poem that somebody wrote about that. I'll take a look at that poem. I can imagine using this more with like an art class, right, where you could put the art on display in the school, but you could also have a virtual place for it to be seen as well. However, I can see other applications too of maybe using this. So there is that girl's poem. It's relatively easy to put these projects on the wall. You kind of just upload the file, whether it's a picture file or a video file, and then you just drag and drop it on your walls of your museum that you built. On this wall here, there's another book trailer that was made. I'll let that play a little bit. Here's the beginning. The first book trailer we saw really framed the novel as an adventure story. This girl chose to frame the novel as a horror story, which makes a lot of sense once you're familiar with the themes of the novel. As we keep going, you see we've got more projects on the walls here. One of the nice things about this is it allows for them further discussion about what makes a good presentation, talking about some ideas that they really don't get taught. Students don't get taught in terms of composition of a Google slide presentation, colors, the density of text, layout. So those are all good conversations to have. It was kind of eye-opening for me after this project to realize that our students never really had a ton of exposure to those design ideas when it comes to presenting the information that they come up with. So this is our virtual museum. I'll give you the link if you'd like to tour it yourself, and I can try to answer any questions that you might have. So you can always just email me if you think this is something that you might want to do. Okay, thanks.